Are you a non-believer? Because you're about to get mogged. Let's check it out. The Ethereum price has a couple of gaps that we're looking forward to, friends. I'm hoping within the next month, or maybe 3 or 20 since it's Ethereum, hell, maybe even the next 10 years, we eventually fill these gaps, right? We have 1750, we have 2600, we have 3200. The CME gaps, we did come back. We came back down to the freaking $1,400 gap out here. So hopefully we do come and we get these thrust up. We need the business cycle to turn around, please. Is it got something to do with money printing? Maybe it does. Also, what we've had today, friends, earlier, the joy number for pDAI, which is what everybody's been watching, we needed to go down. And if you come, you check it out here, it's about 105 million at the time of my recording here. So it's moving, it's fluctuating around. It got really, really close. Remember, this number has to hit 0, and then we begin the next phase of the auctions. So I think what ends up happening is there's a deficit here. See this of 1.5 billion. So I think what ends up happening is, I forgot exactly, but I think what happens is, see this 1.5 billion. That means the PulseChain DAI protocol will mint, which means create pMaker tokens to cover the 1.5 billion deficit of pDAI. And to do that, it can only accept one token in the auction. So it starts an auction and then it begins a phase, and then you can only hand in pDAI. That's why we're trusting the PulseChain pioneers to participate in this. Remember, it doesn't accept Matty Allen's pDAI or Richard Hart's JPEG pDAI. It doesn't accept any other pDAI. It only accepts pDAI with one DOF. 1 for there is only one pDAI. D for dong, 0 for 0 amounts of soy, and F for friendship. 1 DOF is what it ends in. The pDAI price chart is around almost 0.2 cents. So it's just hovering around here. It has been a deep capitulation zone. So it is like on day 27, 28. Since that, can you believe it, friends? It's been 27 or 28 days, almost been a month. Wow, cracker. Absolutely cracker. So normally these things, when I checked it before, it lasts about 33 to 65 days. So let's check it out here. Where would 33 days be? It would be about the 20th of April. And then we're going on to Marway, the month of Marway. It'll be day 60 around May. So somewhere between the 20th of May and 20th of April. Here we have the box here drawn with you. Now, what does it mean? What happens around here? Just like all I did was just like use the past to feeling in a very family-friendly way, how long it takes to complete the capitulation and just recover before it starts moving again. Let's just use the most conservative by 18th of May. So I'm hoping by within a month, this thing is back towards recovering where the FUD started from. So it would be that 0.006 around up here. That will be fantastic. By the way, at 1 cent, 1 cent is a critical level. Once we get to 1 cent, retailers are now aware. Oh my God, it's 100x to $1. That's one advantage out here. Another advantage is there will be like 100 PulseChain KOLs and thousands of PulseChain people. You or the baby dolls will change your Twitter avatars to a picture of my peg nipples, and it will say pDAI to $1. So that's part of the agreement because you all said it was going to 0 here. So if we go back to 1 cent, that's what's going to happen. The challenge. Remember, friends, if it goes down, I get the McDonald's hat out. So we're waiting for that joy number to go down. You see, it's been trending down over time, trending down. When it does go to 0, that's why a lot of people are nervous when it comes to these. I don't think anything's. I'm not personally nervous because 1, I just believe. Number 2, I'm just assuming some testnet stuff was already done. I'm just assuming that. Okay, that's what I'm thinking about. And those Floppy Willy auctions would be that next phase out here for us. So I'm giving you those very yummy, juicy updates here. This is the Pulse PLS price chart. Unfortunately, still stuck in the channel. Man, we need a long way to go up. We got to get back to day 1 sack. A lot of people have generally said they're not even interested until day 1 sack. It's kind of funny how we all think. We're like, oh, I'm not interested in caring until you're expensive again. That's basically what we're saying. Because I feel the same way too, friends. I'm like, oh, I don't care when you're cheap. I don't care. Because we're already in, that's why. That's why. PulseX as well, doing beautiful. Remember, the PulseX buy and burn, friends, has been doing great as well. If I check it out here, 6.91% of the buy and burn has been done. 6.91%. It's literally pure deflationary. Okay, so by the way, a lot of people want to know as well with the pDAI thing, what happens? A lot of people said to me, Sommi, what's going to happen when this auction is like successful. Does it go to $1? Well, look, I don't think so. I'd almost very low odds. What I think actually will happen is, because there's like 26 billion pDAI, whatever it is, if 1 billion is gone, now we're down to 25 billion. People who believe or who are unallocated will probably come and allocate themselves towards 1 cent. That's what I'm just guessing. It'll go towards 1 cent, maybe even get a bit excited, come back down just around this 1 cent zone. And then we enter the new level of FUD. So you just go to a higher level of FUD. It is what it is, okay? So, I mean, look at Bitcoin, friends. Bitcoin had Satoshi leaving FUD. It had Bitcoin halvening, Bitcoin miner, spiral error FUD. It had every type of FUD there is along the way, but the price kept going up. As the price, FUD gets unlocked as you get higher. What's the FUD now with Bitcoin? That America's going in a recession, okay? Has nothing to do with like the code or anything. Now you just upgrade the FUD, okay? I'm sure even in the bear market there'll be new FUD. Well, Michael Saylor's going to get liquidated FUD, okay? So pDAI will have new FUD up here. If it goes up to 1 cent, I guess the FUD will be like, oh, I already know what they're going to say. They're going to say, you had 26 billion pDAI, now you're down to 25. They'll say, well, that's still 25 billion too many coins for me. I don't see a path for how that fixes itself. It doesn't change anything. I'm still out. That's going to be why people are out there. And then, you know, I will be saying, look, you told me there was infinite minting. You told me the inflation's going up. You told me this Vietnamese kid, Scam Long Dong, was just flopping out his big fat dong everywhere and giving everybody jaw problems, right? You said he'd keep exploiting and infinitely minting, but it went down. But trust me, friends, I know like a lot of people long, they're saying, Sommi, there's no way FUD will evolve and move on to something else. Yes, it will, friends. You'll see what people believe and the story and the position they take, right? It's locked in, okay? The only thing that can get people to unlock that fear of being out is if the price goes up high enough. That's it. Okay, so pretty much there will be a cohort of people. Basically what the market will be saying is, we don't even care what the fundamentals are. That's the crowd of people. They're saying the fact that you're 1 cent, that's not high enough for me to feel FOMO, right? It's not high enough. And maybe those people will be here at 10 cents. They'll be up higher. And then the 10 cent people will be saying something to the 50 cent people and stuff ahead. That's how these things work out if we do complete the prophecy and the friendship and the dream. I want to show you as well HEX's price, friends. Remember HEX, Pulse, PulseX, it's all linked. It's all liquidity linked. We did have this nice reversal up here. I'm feeling a 10 cent price. I hope we go up to 10 cents. Then we got to rinse out the jitters. Probably alt season wave 1. Maybe we get around there. Same for incentive token as well. It's about $1.20. It's all liquidity linked out here. ICOSA, Hedron, everything. You've seen the same thing out here with eHEX as well. Like, I'm just telling you, if pDAI gets back to 1 cent, friends, I will literally be making I'll make a big fat video saying, well, you didn't listen. Okay, you didn't listen. I told you Richard Hart declared eHEX dead on 13th of March 2024. And then this thing rallied from that low. It rallied 900% against Pulse, a 10x. On the day that the founder of PulseChain, whoever controls his Twitter, declared this thing dead. So that's when I'll probably, right, go to, this is the pDAI to Pulse ratio. And I'm like, okay, from the moment you declared this dead, maybe the pDAI Pulse ratio is up to 200 then. I'll go, wow, this thing also went up 900%. There you go. Okay. Now, so friends, I'm not here for clout or like, oh, he said, she said. I don't give a crap, friends. Like, every person is like, please, Sommi, please debate me. Please, sir. Please come and debate me. Please come to the stream. Please. No. Why? Why? You're not going to get long anyway. I don't give a shit. Just let the price decide. And I've already done enough debates. And I give the highest value content in crypto for free. I'm not going to come here and lactate my mind share out to everyone else. No. As far as I can see it, friends, we're on the hill defending from all the wolves and the zombies and the zombie wolves. And everyone else is trying to come to this shining light. This city on the hill. And friends, literally, when people come say, please, please, oh, please come, please, come debate me, please fight me, please. I understand the perspective, but I can't be bothered. Why? Not going to move the price anyway. The price is the arbiter of truth. Everything else is just fugazi. It's just like, it's spectacle stuff, which is okay. I got my nipples pegged. I'm wearing a call me daddy bucket hat. I'm already having fun. Okay, I don't need any of this stuff out here. And the truth is, I've already said it, friends. I've said this many times. I'm too scared I'll make the wrong people bullish. That's it. If you're a G on a sideline, stay. The last thing I want is the tweakers, the edge teeterers coming. I don't want that. Why? You know, you didn't do that for me. You're trying to FUD me out of everything I'm in. So it is what it is. Okay, if you're a believer, you're in. If you're not, it is what it is. There's plenty of other coins and stuff out to play around with in a very family-friendly way. Don't forget how we all got here, though. Remember, friends. Just remember, man. Like even Trump tariffs, friends. Trump tariffs. I was saying buy the dip. I was literally saying buy the dip. Like, man, I don't think it's over. It's a man-made problem. Remember, I've told you, friends. I've made so many videos on this in 2023. I said, stock market, common themes. I've noticed whenever there's a man-made problem, because humans knew what buttons they pressed to ruin it, it's like almost guaranteed they can just undo the button pressing to get the market back up. There's too much pressure that comes. It's exactly what happened with the Trump tariffs. That's why when we had Jim Cramer, friends, inverse Cramer, saying that the stock market's going to have that Black Monday, it didn't. It didn't. It did have a scary gap down, right? It's awesome, friends. Isn't it awesome? Inverse Cramer, right? It did have that gap down and come out here, but we knew, Trump tariffs is China and he's walking back stuff. You got to think as well, man, 99% can't kill us. Mog the soy boys believe in something. I really believe it's a believer's cycle. I don't know, man. Is the universe trying to make me main character? Because like, man, like talk about the silver lining, fans. Like just imagine, what if pDAI does get back to 1 cent? What if it does? What if, because if that happens, everybody has to change their avatar to your friend Sommi's peg nipples. Man, just imagine what that does for the marketing of PulseChain. Okay, not pDAI, move pDAI. The marketing that does for PulseChain. Because friends, we know we got real estate agents, we got random nurses, we got people, they have no idea what crypto is. They're here for pDAI. It's blowing my mind up. I can't believe it. It's people who knew. Friends, are literally it's cute. Like we used to get messages. People wouldn't like when like me and decentralized me didn't agree on something. They're like, please, I can't take it. It's like mommy and daddy fighting. And I'm like, because I'm thinking, bro, who cares what I think? My opinion means shit. Who cares? Humble peanut brain. It literally means nothing. But I understand from new people's perspective because like it's so uncertain. They're in this like whole new world. Like they're not used to the booms and the busts of cycles and how the narratives are all fugazi. But man, this would be a tremendous marketing push, wouldn't it? Just imagine, friends, what's Ivan going to do when he's just scrolling down comments? He's like, and by the way, I told Ivan's got to do it. Okay? Because you called for 0.2. Okay? Because literally, friends, you got to think about this. Okay? Ivan, if pDAI gets back to 1 cent, bro, you made your tweet down here. That'll be big, bro. That's 16x. I wonder if they'll do it, though. I wonder if they'll listen. But like I say, man, these prices must go high enough to unlock a whole new cohort of people. And a lot of people still think it's over. Uncle Peter Schiff watches my channel sometimes. Uncle Peter Schiff, this is the collapse I've warned about for years. This will be much worse than 2008. If you want to know, friends, pretty much what it is, okay? Uncle Peter Schiff, his whole premise, it's always as simple as this. His whole premise is, okay, whenever there's risk off in the world, the dollar goes up, yeah? His final premise is he says one day, and you're probably right, one day, the risk off of the world will be dollar down. And it will go to gold. That's what he's saying. He's saying when the world is like exiting out of stocks, they're not buying US bonds. That's why he says this is going to be worse. He says they're going to exit stocks, but they're not going to buy US bonds. The bond prices aren't going to go up and the yields aren't going to go down. Almost like scary what we're seeing right now. He thinks they're going to exit stocks and they're going to exit bonds. So the US dollar is going to go down. And then he believes gold is going to hit like its $10,000 price, which I'll show you, or even higher. It doesn't even matter what really the price is. That's his whole premise. So the US dollar goes down, bonds go down, stocks and bonds go down, and then the G-banger, gold up. That's what he believes will go up like way, 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 way higher. And that's been pretty much, he's been saying this, friends, it's like 20 years. Okay, literally it's been like, this is like since, that's every gold bug. That's what they say. They go, one day gold is risk off for real. And you're all going to have to come on to do that. Yeah, that's almost Bitcoiner's wet dream as well, to be the risk off asset. But here's the thing, man. I don't know if you want to be risk off asset, bro. Do you understand? Like, the world's not risk off a lot. Okay, it's not that much. It's like, do you really want to revel in the risk off part? You want to be the risk on part because we're always growing. But that they're contrarian, like in terms of like they're leaning on bears, that bear perspective. Where we'll get friendship, friends, I think this is pretty much the end of, this is the, look at that final vertical, straight line up only for gold. Hopefully now it does that whole ABC thing and just goes sideways. That's what we needed to do up here. So it's the classical things have come out. I'm still hopeful that the bull market is going to keep continuing. PulseChain is sitting here. It would be nice though to recover back to like this 85% of SAC price, at least around here, to recover the Interpol part. I think the SEC FUD was around day one SAC price. So everyone's just eyeing out this area. I mean, that's quite a while to go up. Yeah, so I hope you've been enjoying it along the way, friends. A lot of people thank me. They say I've been like keeping them in the game the whole time. I'm actually surprised by that because I'm just yelling out words out into the world out here. But I understand from your perspective because like you just, I know. It's easy, man. You just see someone drawing a chart going down and you're like, well, that was your time. You better get out now before another 99%. And it gets to your face. But you know what to do. Call me daddy. Call me your friend daddy. Like, subscribe, bell button, catch you soon.